An ugly old hippie in worn-out clothes, toking on a joint. Talked to himself all night long, trying to make a point. He didn't wear shoes, his hair was long, a headband held it back. His dirty old blue jean jacket had a peace sign on the back. His name was Jesus, and he lived in a van down by the creek, baptizing sinners in the water where he fished and took a leak. Jesus had been a hippie since 1967, and if he tried to change, he didn't think he'd go to heaven. He was a hippie in his heart, wasn't something he could quit, and if he tried to go straight now, he'd be a hypocrite. I met Jesus in the park when I was skipping school. He said, tune in, drop out, I did that, but love the golden rule. There's lots to learn that's more important than what the teachers say. Learn the way to live, he said, then try to live that way. Jesus dodged the draft because he loved the Viet Cong. He didn't hate the USA, but thought the war was wrong. When Saddam took Kuwait, he said, don't fight a war for gas. Our economy might fall apart, but man, this too shall pass. Make love, not war, don't raise your hand, don't even save your life. Just think, my friend, of all we've lost through all our violent strife. Jesus had been a hippie since 1967, and if he tried to change, he didn't think he'd go to heaven. He was a hippie in his heart, wasn't something he could quit, and if he tried to go straight now, he'd be a hypocrite. The cops beat Jesus' ass and told him not to speak. He'd grown a little grass behind his van beside the creek. They locked him in a jail cell with a drunken maniac, and as he died his last words were, I just can't hate you back. That killer heard those dying words and knelt and said amen. And in that former killer's heart, Jesus lives again. That killer became a hippie in 1997. And if he tries to change, he doesn't think he'll go to heaven. He is a hippie in his heart, ain't something he can quit. And if he tries to go straight now, he'll be a hypocrite.